right now, we're delighted to be joined now by the former field hockey player and gold Olympic medalist, winner, sorry, should I say, TV personality and NFL fan, Sam Quek. Did you enjoy that?
Hello.
That winner out.
Hello. It was
Get the winner out there,
yeah,
by the
delightful.
way.
Delightful
like
intro.
intro?
I did. You said gold medalist, so I was like, yeah, I'll take that. And then you topped it off with winner, so I was like, yes, thank you. That was part of the deal that had come on, if you gave me that intro.
Well, we know you're a huge sports fan, of course, but where does the NFL rank in among the list of sports?
Oh, I love NFL. I probably got involved in the sport in 2014 thanks to my husband. He's a massive Ravens fan. They're playing today here against
You
the
didn't
Titans.
get him a ticket?
No, I did, but we've got kids now, so it's like flipped, so now I'm the massive NFL pitch side, so I'm hosting pitch side. Anyway, where does it rate? I think it's definitely top 2 between football and NFL.
Wow.
I'd like to be fickle and say it completely depends on how Liverpool are doing, but no, I'm not going to. But the Chiefs, for me, you've got a Chiefs hat on, haven't you?
Yeah.
And Darren, you're done up. Full-on Eagles. You know they're not playing today, don't you?
Yeah, listen, we've had fans outside with Ollie Hunter.
This old Super Bowl winner top.
Mate, last year.
No, not winner. No, that's the Chiefs beat them last year.
No, I think even coming to these type of events, even whoever's playing, and that's what's so wonderful, I think, about NFL in this country is that you can wear your team's colours. Like, I was never going to turn up here because the Titans are playing on the Ravens and wear one of their jerseys. That's not allowed, no?
No, I know. Don't worry, I'm only joking. But it's amazing, the amount of jerseys. And for NFL to come to London, it's probably like the only experience people in this country would get, to be close to an NFL game, to see these amazing players. Everyone's here. And it's almost become like the hottest ticket in town. When NFL comes to London, everyone wants to be a part of it. And it's about the football, the show, the halftime show. It's a proper event, isn't it?
Yeah. How did you become a Chiefs fan?
The Chiefs were playing the Lions in 2015 at Wembley. And they put up over, I think Alex Smith was quarterback at the time, up over 300 yards. And my husband said, right, look at the programme, who's going to get first touchdown, and we'll put a bit of money on it. And I said, well, I'm going to go for number 13 because that was a shirt I wore for Team GB. And his surname was Thomas. It was DeAnthony Thomas, and that's the name of my husband. So I was like, sound. I mean, that's pretty good. That's good enough for me. And he was like, he wasn't a starter or anything, so he was something like 20-1 to get first touchdown. Came in. And I was sold. And also I was a big fan of Travis Kelce.
Of course.
Good-looking fella.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And a great player. And then I was sold. I was actually going to be a Giants fan because I thought Odell Beckham at the time, number 13, big superstar, great player. If you wanted to go to one of the games, you just popped to New York. And my husband was like, the Chiefs, they're rubbish. They're not going to win anything anytime soon. And then here we are.
Bit of an upgrade, Alex Smith to Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah. So I'm a pre-Patrick Mahomes Chiefs fan. For anyone who wants to throw shade at Chiefs fans these days.
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that, as you can see by my hat. Let's talk about your other love, of course, football and Liverpool. Optimistic this season for me. I think they're one of 3 teams in the title race.
Yeah, definitely. Coming into the season, I was a bit apprehensive. I didn't know what way we were going to go. There was obviously a big change in the midfield, especially players come in, more players go in than come in. So I was going into the season thinking it's going to be a rebuild. But then the first few games, we just went off. It was a bit like the new, energetic Liverpool of 2018-19. Really exciting times. And I think we're in a good place. A few dodgy decisions at this gorgeous stadium.
Ooh, I think one happened just over there.
Yeah, and the view.
30-yard line.
Yeah. I think we're actually sat where VAR is, and you can see quite clearly.
Well, you can see quite high. That's probably why they didn't see it, to be honest.
But no, I'm really excited for Liverpool. I think the cliche, isn't it? One game at a time. Not being in the Champions League is one thing, but you can only play the games that you're in. So hopefully we can get some silverware, this season.
Do you look at Liverpool and think they are the team again that potentially could push Manchester City, or do you think there's a few? Arsenal did it last season. We know Liverpool were chasing Manchester City down for the last couple of seasons before that. Do you think it's Liverpool's time now to go again and try and push Manchester City?
Yeah, I think City will always look over their shoulder at Liverpool. They tend to be probably their biggest rival. Arsenal had a great season last season, but I'm always a firm believer in the Premier League. Whoever's got the best bench wins. And I think City still have the best bench.
Of course.
It's a long season, lots of games. And for me, I think they're just, again, going to run away with it. They're a class outfit, and hopefully Liverpool can push them. I think Liverpool play best when they are pushing teams, when they're the chasing teams. So, if things fall into place, we are chasing City, and then City, buckle a little bit to pressure, we might pip them in an ideal world.
Or Arsenal.
I think they will, It's mad to say Liverpool like an outside bet to push City. That's just how good City are.
Yeah.
But you've already spoken about the midfield. Do Do you think Jurgen Klopp doesn't get enough credit for those signings? I mean, Szoboszlai looking like, apart from James Maddison, I mean, one of the signings of the summer.
Yeah, incredible player. And again, one of those where, you know, you might have seen him there about watching football, but he's just exploded onto the scene, literally, hasn't he? He's kind of took it by the scruff of the neck. But again, Liverpool's one of them teams where, as a Liverpool fan, sometimes you get frustrated. I think I put on my Instagram page the one that got away, because Jude Bellingham's record has just been incredible at Real Madrid, and he was linked with Liverpool, and I just thought, could we just spend, you know, for once? But actually, that's what makes Liverpool the club it is. You know, it's more long-term, it's about the fans, it's about the experience, it's about Anfield. So to get a player come in and make an impact like he has, a bit like Mane did. Again, he came in and everyone was like, wow, he's world class. So again, I think come January we can get maybe another one of them players in. It'll be epic. But then there's still time for people like Endo and that to step up, isn't it? And put in, because they're still fresh. It's still quite new.
He was brilliant towards the back end before his injury. He was really good, so he can step up.
Someone I've got to ask you about, and of course I know you guys don't want to lose him. I'm a big fan of his. I think he's arguably in his position the best ever player in the Premier League in history. Mohamed Salah, linked to Saudi Arabia. I mean, you hope he doesn't go. No player's not replaceable. I think you can replace him in time. But how good has he been for Liverpool? Certainly.
Oh, he's class. It's like if he's not scoring, he's assisting. He's always there. He's always making an impact. He's always given 100%. And he's just a classy guy as well, isn't he? Just gets on with the job, his head down, keeps himself fit. God, I'm going to touch wood there. Keeps himself fit. But he is. He just season in, season out, he puts up the numbers. But again, it's football's a business, and there's a time. Everyone's got a sell-by date, unfortunately. I'm well past my sell-by date in my industry of hockey, and that's just the realism of it. Again, I would never want Salah to ever feel pushed or pressured to leave. But if you're getting, you know, a big fee for him, 150 plus 200
with a year left,
you've got to. And I'm thinking as well, in January, if Liverpool aren't in contention for the Premier League or much silverware, then actually is it the right decision in the long term for the club for Salah to leave? But again, Mo, if you're listening, we don't want you to leave.
He's definitely listening.
I hear he's a big fan of this show.
Just a little quickly on Jurgen Klopp. Now, as a supporter of another side, he can rile up other supporters, but as a Liverpool supporter, you must love that.
You love him. Like, I think even people who he might wind up or riles, I think you just got to think, if he was your manager, you wouldn't complain. If your club was linked to Jurgen Klopp tomorrow, would you complain?
Backs his players all the time.
Backs your players. It's a culture, isn't it? And even at the end of the season, last game of the season, when they have at Anfield, they parade the families round with the players. And I think when the cameras are finished, the TV broadcast, he's in and around the families, he's giving hugs, he has that rapport with not only his players, but the wider staff, the wider community of Liverpool Football Club. And I've heard stories of him down, you know, towards Southport Formby way, just walking the dog, watching Sunday kids football. And he's just like so laid back. And that's who you want in charge of your club. And I think he's the perfect fit for Liverpool.
Yeah, I think he's been fantastic.
Don't leave.
Well, listen, Sam, thanks for your time. Thanks for joining us.